Texas erupted in controversy this weekend after 18-year-old Kam Jisebuka, a Texas Tech student, was arrested and expelled following a viral video in which she was marking the death of the conservative activist Kirk. Buka was captured on camera at the campus vigil yelling, "Fuck you all. Homie is dead. He got shot in the head," confronting mourners and shoving her phone in a man's face while wearing a MAGA hat. So this incident has reignited debate over free speeches on campus and colleges, the boundaries for protests, and whether mocking someone's death crosses an ethical line. So guys, before we dive in straight into the video, if today is your first time across our video, do well to subscribe to our channel. Tell us what you think about this particular video in the comment section, and please do ensure to like and share the video to help the channel out.
Homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. Fuck your homie dead. He got shot in the head. Fuck your homie dead. Yeah, fuck your homie dead.
Evil is real, people, and it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Evil. Evil. Murder is bad. She is evil. Have not said. Why are you being so hateful?
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful? Yeah.
Hey, can somebody tell her to back up?
Can you not put the camera in my face?
I'm sitting here. You walked up to me.
Okay, well,
I don't want this. I said rest in peace.
Okay, and I can
just leave it alone. Please don't come after me. I want to be left alone.
I'm not emotional, ma'am. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. You can get out of my face because I could tell you what you are, but you won't like it.
You're being aggressive. You're being aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive. My voice is very calm. You're calling me aggressive because I'm a black woman.
Not at all.
You are. We're not. I'm very.
Breaking news now. A video from the University of North Texas is going viral after a student confronted her classmates for sharing and laughing at a fib about political activist Charlie Kirk's death. The student called their behavior disrespectful and inhumane, stressing that making jokes about someone's passing crosses the line of basic empathy and human decency. But the real controversy began inside the classroom. According to the student, instead of addressing the classmates' actions, the professor allegedly singled her out, asking her to leave the class in front of everyone. That moment sparked outrage online, fueling debates about whether the professor acted fairly or unjustly. The clip has already gained over 1 million views, with reactions split. Some praising the student for standing up for what's right, others claiming she disrupted the class. The incident has now opened up a wider discussion about freedom of speech, the boundaries of humor, and the responsibility of professors to protect students from mockery and toxic behavior.
Hi, my name is Mary Catherine, and I attend the University of North Texas, and some of my friends think that I should share my story. The story begins at 3:20 today. I was headed to my quantitative methods class. I got there at like 3:20. Class starts at 3:30. I like to get there a little bit early so I can get like front row spot because this class is particularly hard. I'm sitting there, and all of this, there's probably 115 students in this class. It's a particularly big class. I'm sitting there, and I hear a girl go, "Did y'all hear that Charlie Kirk got shot?" And I had already known. I knew before I walked into that class, but I heard it, and I was just like, interesting, whatever. Because I'm sitting there trying to do some work on my computer before class starts. And she, a girl goes, "Oh my gosh, who's Charlie Kirk?" And she's like, "Oh my gosh, he's this racist, he's homophobic, he's against abortions, and like blah 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 blah." She's just like, just going off at this point. And I'm just like, whatever. I don't have the energy to intervene, nor the courage. And then she was like, "Do y'all want to see the video of him getting shot?" And that's when I was like, I turn around and I start videoing her showing the video to some of the classmates, which I'll do another video with the videos that I got. But she's showing the video of him getting shot, and everyone's like, "Oh my gosh." And like right when I stopped, everyone starts clapping and cheering. They're like, oh my gosh, Charlie Kirk, like he's gonna die, I can't wait, like oh my gosh, this is like the best day ever. They're like, this needs to happen to Trump, and they start saying like other names. And this is when I stood up. She was like, yeah, and I'm pretty sure he has a family and 2 little girls. This is awesome, they're gonna grow up without a dad. That's when I turned around and I was like, I started videoing. I said, okay, so we're gonna start wishing death upon people. I was like, no matter what your political beliefs are, I was like, this shouldn't even be being brought up in this class. And she just starts attacking me. She like comes up and she starts getting in my face and she starts pointing, and like the whole class is just like reaming me. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. The fact is, this should not be brought up in class. And then she was like, so what about the white guy that shot up the Catholic Church? And I said, yeah, he was a transgender. He legally changed his name in, I think it was the state of Minnesota. I don't remember. But I was like, yeah, he's a transgender. And she was like, oh, so you're going to bring that into it? And I was like, no, that's just a fact. You said that it was a white guy. And I was like, yeah, that was a transgender. And I just was not having it. Like, you're not gonna wish death upon someone that you don't even know, that has different political beliefs. Like, that just breaks my heart. Anyways, so the professor has been watching this happen, and he comes up to me, not to the other student, to me, and says, y'all should probably take this outside, and then laughs. I actually looked at him and I was just like, wow. I grabbed my bag, I walked out, went straight to the dean of students. Actually, I called my mom walking to the dean of students, and I was just like upset. I was so upset. I can't fathom how you think that it's okay to sit in class and laugh and show videos of someone getting shot and laugh at it, and then laugh about the fact that these kids are going to grow up without a dad. Got to the dean of students, told him what was going on, and that's when I heard the news that he actually died. I immediately started like actually crying. I did. It kind of hit me, and I was like, wow, this sucks. Like, this is terrible. This is so bad. He was just doing his thing out there in Utah or wherever. But the dean of students, whatever you wanted to call her, I don't know, she was really nice. She was like, we can't do anything, which I don't know why, but she was like, you need to go to the head of the department of psychology. So I was like, okay. So I took my sticky note with his name on it, took my tissues, and I walked across campus bawling my eyes out. And I made it to Terrell Hall. I went up to the 3rd floor, and I walked into the thing, and there was no one sitting at the front desk ringing the bell. A lady comes out, and she's like, what can I do like for you? And she, like, I don't know, she just did not rub me the right way. I obviously was not in a good place. I was like, I need to speak to the head of the department. And she was like, can you give me a reason? I was like, the dean of students sent me, like, I'm not just here. And she looked at me and she was like, well, can you give me a reason? And I was like, something happened in class. And I was like, and I need to talk to the department chair. And she was like, I can go see what he can do. And so she walked in there, and then she walked out, and she was like, he only has 7 minutes, so you might want to hurry up. Okay, make it to the dean of students. Not the dean of students, the department chair sits down, tell him what's going on, and he was basically like, what do you want out of this? And I was like, I want my absence taken off the record, because I did not feel comfortable in that classroom, and I walked out. So I'm not going to take an absence for something that wasn't my fault, because I was there for that class. I was 10 minutes early, I was sitting front row, I was ready for class. This class is already hard enough as it is. Like, I need the extra points for attendance, and I don't want this to be taken to get like on my record. And so I don't really know how this is going to be handled, because I just feel like no one has like kind of really cared. I'm just at a loss for words at this point. I don't understand how that many students think it's okay watching a video of someone getting shot and laughing and clapping and saying, oh my gosh, like, this is awesome. I don't understand, but I can sleep at night knowing that I stood up and I did something and I said something instead of letting it just slide, because like that's not okay. And I am waiting for an email from the professor and the department chair, and we're gonna go from there. But I genuinely don't think that anything is gonna be done other than my absence, if they even allow my absence to be taken off. So we shall see. But that is my story, and I am very, 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 very upset that Charlie passed away, and I am upset at what this country has come to think that this is okay.
Well, some Democrats and liberal pundits reacting in downright horrific ways to Charlie Kirk's assassination by blaming Charlie Kirk and the conservative movement for his own murder. Just listen to Minnesota Congresswoman Ilhan Omar.
Charlie was someone who once said, guns save lives, after a school shooting. Charlie was someone who was willing to debate and downplay the death of George Floyd, downplay slavery and what Black people have gone through in this country. There are a lot of people who are out there talking about him just wanting to have a civil debate.
A complete rewriting of history.
Cruel indeed. Nauseating. And Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren shrugged off a question about the Democrats' rhetoric.
What do you say to people who are saying the Democrats need to lower the temperatures?
Oh, please. Right. Why don't you start with the President of the United States? Right? And every ugly meme he has posted and every ugly word.
Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker went as far as to blame President Trump for Charlie Kirk's murder.
I think there are people who are fomenting it in this country. I think the president's rhetoric often foments it. We've seen the January 6th rioters who clearly, have tripped a new era of political violence.
Fomenting indeed. CBS Mornings host Nate Burleson wasted no time pointing the finger at Republicans.
Not everyone took to his words or his rhetoric. At times they were offensive to specific communities. But with that said, this is not the time to focus on that. We are focused on this tragedy.
And earlier this week, MSNBC fired analyst Matthew Dowd, who grossly smeared Kirk on air after the shooting.
He's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech. Hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
She was arrested for simple assault, battery, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and was later released on a $200 bond charge. Texas Tech University later confirmed she is no longer enrolled, saying her behavior violated campus value. Governor Greg Abbott weighed in, posting about her arrest and using the slogan FAFO, short for fuck around and find out, warning others of consequences for marking a violent death. Yo guys, thank you for watching our video. A lot of controversial comments have been popping up online about free speeches and what people are saying concerning the conservative activist death, Kirk. So guys, if today is your first time of coming across our video, do well to subscribe to our channel like I said before, and please do ensure to like and share our video to help the channel out so that more videos like this will pop up your screen about what is happening in the country. You're welcome.